applaud any
Absolutely.
athlete, any person in a position of power to use their platform to talk about things that are important to them.
And you know what?
Not just collecting a check.
I was going to say, and the best part about this is not saying that there's nothing wrong with taking to the internet to give your opinion, because that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see them actually doing something. What's going to happen? Who knows? But they're doing something.
Exactly.
And I agree with both of you on this. And whether it's NFL players going to Congress or members of the African American community, like Steve Harvey, Jim Brown, going to see President Trump.
Yeah.
Look, you can say whatever you want about the guy, but he is the president of the United States. And for members of that community to go say what they want to him, he is in a position of power. If nothing gets done, nothing gets done. But at least they did their part and gave a voice to so many who don't have a voice. So I applaud anybody and everybody who wants to go talk to the president, wants to go talk to Congress, and share their thoughts on what's really happening.
Or take a stand for what they believe in.
Absolutely.
So that moves us to another question that's out there in social media. Is there a double standard? Some people really like the idea of these NFL players speaking up. They had the Cleats for a Cause and a lot of things this past season where athletes were able to use their voice. It does not seem to be, though, so well received for Colin Kaepernick. He took a controversial political stance last season, and he remains unsigned.
And now there are varying reports about why Colin Kaepernick hasn't been picked up by another team yet. The former San Francisco 49ers quarterback began sitting last season to protest the nation's racial problems. The move had everyone talking last month. Colin Kaepernick declared he will no longer sit or kneel during the national anthem. But according to NFL rumors, President Donald Trump believes he remains without a new team because of his tweets condemning Kaepernick's activism. Word is NFL owners may not want to pick him up because they don't want to receive any nasty tweets from the commander-in-chief. Now, I can assure you this is completely ridiculous.
What part of it?
The fact that President Trump is taking credit for this.
Let's take Trump out of it.
Let's take that.
Is Colin
remove
Kaepernick
that completely from the equation?
Being blacklisted?
It's not cut and dry. It's not apples to apples here. He is a liability for NFL owners.
In terms of what?
Because in terms of the conversation, he is a very politically charged person. And if you are not good, okay, you're not going to take a chance on a player like Colin Kaepernick. Look, Ray Rice. Remember Ray Rice? He's the Baltimore Ravens running back who was caught on video punching his then girlfriend, now his wife. He has not played in the NFL since then.
But only because, Ryan, there was a public outcry. He was already punished by the NFL and allowed to play. And then we found out and they said, okay, we'll give you a stiffer penalty.
Maurielle, Ray Rice never played another day in the NFL. And I guarantee you it's not because of that video. Ray Rice didn't play in the NFL because he's not good anymore. Greg Hardy, Dallas Cowboys defensive end, did something worse to a woman. He nearly killed his girlfriend, his fiance, nearly killed her. And you know what? He served his suspension, and he was playing in the NFL. Let me do this, if I may. I did some research here.
Someone has research.
Colin Kaepernick, in his last 2 years, his record is 3-15. Passing offense for the San Francisco 49ers last year was dead last, 32 out of 32 teams. Total offense for last year, San Francisco was 31 out of 32. If Colin Kaepernick could play, he would be on an NFL roster. But
let me do this.
But because he cannot play anymore,
I disagree with that.
There is no owner that wants to take a chance on him.
Colin Kaepernick is better than Josh McCown, who got a $6 million deal with the New York Jets.
Agreed.
What about Brian Hoyer? What about Nick Foles? What about Landry Jones? What about Matt Barkley? All of these people rated worse than Colin Kaepernick.
I agree.
And because they didn't take a stand.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Okay. He is better than those players.
So why doesn't he have a deal?
Because he's not much better than those players.
But he is better than them.
Yeah, but you can't.
Colin Kaepernick is still a viable number 2 quarterback.
You can't. But again, you are. Yes, you said it yourself. He's a number 2 quarterback, and there aren't owners out there that are willing to take the hits from their fan base because they want to have a backup quarterback on their team.
So let me be the mediator here. It sounds to me as if you guys actually are agreeing here on certain parts of this conversation, because he's saying that certain owners do not want to take the hits.
Right.
But he's also not that good.
If you are going to take a hit and sign a guy like Colin Kaepernick, he better be good. He better be a starting quarterback. He better be Greg Hardy.
I think he should have had a better season for sure. But
last 2 years without Jim Harbaugh, he's been terrible.
But Chip Kelly as a head coach. I mean,
I'm
God
just
bless
giving
us
you
all.
the numbers.
What though he did was not illegal. The NFL publicly supported.
Absolutely, nobody's
what
saying
he did.
that.
Other players followed suit, and this is a man who also put his money where his mouth is in terms of donating, and he has been donating.
Maurielle, I am not disagreeing with anything you are saying. What my point is, if you're going to take views like this, if you're going to do like this it's a polarizing issue. And if you're going to do it, you better be good.
Last thing, his jersey flew to number 3 out of all NFL for NFL sales.
You're not wrong.
After only Tom Brady and Beckham Jr.
You're not wrong.
So there are fans who supported him who obviously weren't even a part of the 49ers organization.
I'm with you.
Number 3 jersey in all of the NFL.
No, I just want to know if I'm the only one. I swear they're agreeing. Are they agreeing now? I feel like you guys are.
We love talking sports.
We are
this is like every Saturday, Sunday.
We're agreeing more than we're not, and we're probably way over our allotted time on this conversation. But nonetheless, if Greg Hardy nearly killed a woman, but because he is good, he was on the field last year.
Does that mean the NFL would rather deal with things like domestic violence and drug abuse than they would?
I say that's a stretch to make that connection.
Why? The NFL has a very long history of ignoring domestic abuse.
Oh, sure.
A very long history.
Right.
But someone stands up for what he believes is right. I'm not saying how he did it was right. I'm just saying he took a knee. He didn't put his hands on anyone.
Nobody is
that has blacklisted him in the NFL. I don't think.
Well, we don't think he was black. Ryan's point is he doesn't think he was blacklisted.
I don't think he's blacklisted.
I think he is.
Blackballed. I think his performance in combination with this has done it. If he could play in the NFL at a high level, he would be on an NFL roster.
He should be better. That does not help. It doesn't help to not be that good.
What do you guys think?
We
Tell
want
us
to know
all about it.
Yes.
We had to kill the rest of the segment.
Show's over.
Such a good topic. We got to go home. Share your comments. Use the hashtag #the9. There you go. Look at us all being friends.
Sorry, Aaron.
That was back when they liked each other.